Yo, what's happening, y'all? Good morning. It's me, Millie Money. I'm back. All right, we come back with another simulation. Like the playoffs are getting closer. So this should have playoff implications, and it should be a playoff preview. So yeah, we got the Grizzlies versus Thunder. So sit back, enjoy, man. And let's check this out, y'all. Let's make it happen.
And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Jaren Jackson.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Moran against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, Williams. It's intercepted. Payne against Dort. Good work defensively by Dort. And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
Yeah, they got swept by this team in the season series last year, which goes against all logic.
Moran against Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the screen. Pass to Edey. And stolen by Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander, hounded by Moran. Shot clock at 5. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
And he knocks down the first one.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Here's Wells. Dort defending. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
Dort outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Moran against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bain. Jackson with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Bain. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Yeah, Bain is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
Now here's Holmgren. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Moran. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Edey. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Taking a look at the last 10 games, here are the players who have been flat out dominant scoring the ball and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
Here's Jackson. He had 19 points in the win against Utah. Wells misses.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. It's good on the putback.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Grizzlies trail by 10. Now Morant. No points yet. Here's the pick. Buries it down low.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Hartenstein with a screen on Morant. Inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here are the Thunder with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Williams from long range. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Kept alive. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside Morant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Now here's Williams. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Good.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Pass to Bain. Six to shoot. From deep three-point land. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Let's take a look at the numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's slipped a little bit in terms of his defense in the past 10 games. You can see his steal numbers have dipped. He isn't playing with the same assertiveness that he had been. His coach has got to get through to him.
Morant with it. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bain, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bain well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
2 on the clock. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Edie. Dort against Bain. Aldama, the pass to Bain. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Bain's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Just look at the body of Bain. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Pass to Edie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Greg, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson. That one misses. Thunder leading by 14. Wallace with it, guarded by Morant. Pass to Hartenstein from behind the arc. Aldama grabs a board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
They get the rebound. Edie. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
To the left side wing. Wallace outside. The layup misses. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down by 12. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Greg?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Now here's Morant. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Wallace with it, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Wallace, the pass to Williams. This one for 3. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Williams. Williams has got 8.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Kennard. Aldama outside, puts up a 3, hits the trifecta.
An ideal stretch big. Aldama is 6'11" and very good behind the line.
Williams on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Over Bain. Williams misses.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Left side Morant. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Caruso, the pass to Williams. And here's Wallace. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Here's Wiggins. Nice shot from the wing.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
When asked about Desmond Bain, Coach Taylor Jenkins said he's grown into a leadership role. Guys look to him because he sets an example. Bain said experience is the best teacher. Being in this league for several years, you start to find your voice and your confidence in things you know and say.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Williams after the basket by Memphis on the other end. 4-3. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Morant. Tipped.
A remarkable defender. Caruso also uses his deceptive vertical to his advantage to come up with blocks.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams passes to Wiggins. Pass to Kennard. Morant against Caruso. Here's Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And so it's Oklahoma City up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking you assume is going in. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
On the court for Memphis, Santi Aldama out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Huff in at the 5. Now here's Aldama. 9 points in his last outing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11.
Sweet looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Kennard left side. Some solid defense from Williams.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Well, his ability to sniff out these shot blocking opportunities really defines Jackson Jr.'s defensive game. Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. There's a screen by Wiggins. The shot, clock at 6. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists tonight. Grizzlies trail by 19. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Kennard. Watch by Wallace. Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's gotten his first basket of the night.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Williams with the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. Wiggins looking around. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Grizzlies trail by 15. Kennard left side. Pass to Pippen. Here's Huff. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And here's Wallace. 14 feet away. Caruso outside. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The D's right on him. And it's good. 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
Here's Pippen. He had 16 in the win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
And Williams punches it home.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Grizzlies trail by 19. Kennard outside. Wiggins against Jackson. Kennard outside. Picked by Aldama. Here's the three. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron, but let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses, and even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
First one falls. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Wallace. Both good from the line that time. And it's Bane with the ball for the Grizzlies. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Huff, the pass to Pippen. To the inside. Right side Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wiggins. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense, Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by Memphis. Dort outside. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Bane. Pass to Wells. Back to Bane. Here's Huff. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Here's Jackson. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Wiggins got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Hartenstein a screen. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And Caruso is just a high IQ player. Excellent knowing when to get it to a teammate.
Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
Pippen, no good.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
For your Oklahoma City, Aaron Wiggins. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. And Wiggins drops them both.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. You look at Oklahoma City, final stretch of the season, they've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up. And of course the Grizzlies, only a few spots below.
Looking at Oklahoma City, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked. Moran against Dort. Outside Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Jack's up with 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 20. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points here in the quarter. Aldama outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Wells from the arc. Here's Bain. And that one's on target from the wing. Bain's got 13.
Well, he's a bona fide 20-point-per-game scorer. Desmond Bain's been terrific tonight. I'd keep going to him.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Pass to Huff. Here's Wells. Count the basket. Wells has got his first basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Holmgren with it, working on Aldama. Back to Dort. Pass to Holmgren. The three is up. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 assists in the game. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Aldama outside, beyond the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Huff, the pass to Aldama. Now here's Morant. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And Morant gets it to go.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Hartenstein a screen. To the middle. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And Shea's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Grizzlies trail by 20. Morant, the pass to Huff. 1:52 left in the first half. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
That one misses. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And he's good on the second. 1:50 left in the first half of basketball. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. Pass to Holmgren. There's the triple. They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Morant. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Jackson. Here's Bain. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside, we'll see.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And these rookies are on a roll. The best shooters from the field over the last 10 games. Third is Chet Holmgren. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
First free throw is good. Edey's checked in for Huff. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:02 left in the first half of this one. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good for two. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Jackson outside. Jackson drawing the double team. Pass to Wells. Fires for three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Now Morant. He's got 10. Outside Bane. Launches a 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Bane's got 16 points now.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder, scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. We'll be right back after this word.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
And taking a look at Oklahoma City, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Grizzlies.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23 points.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bain, and he lobs it up, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. And here's what Memphis' schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then Monday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against the Heat, anything can happen in the NBA. But they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Pass to Hartenstein. And there's a pick. Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Morant. And there's another one for the Thunder.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Up top, Morant. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The three from Bain. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Outside Bain. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Fires the three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
And Morant gets double teamed. Pass to Wells. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Morant drawing the double team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Edey. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And the basket by Bain.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Bain's game, but he can do so much more.
Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Morant. Back to Holmgren. Takes the three. Oklahoma City the rebound. Grizzlies trail by 20. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Edey. With the fadeaway. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Inside, here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Jackson with it. Back to Morant. And there's the lob. Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Oklahoma City leading by 20. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie. Williams misses.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Bain. Great D that time from Holmgren.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Puts it up from 12. He goes up again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And you know, when you have the size and skill of a guy like Chet Holmgren, you're gonna draw fouls.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Oklahoma City.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off a transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And he drops the first. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Will stand in this league. The opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Pass to Morant. Outside Bane, the 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And here's Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 29.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's got 7.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats one. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Ja Morant picks one up.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He's off on the first. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Grizzlies trail by 21. Pass to Edey. Up top, Aldama. He's guarded by Caruso. Kicks it out to Jackson. Plenty of space. And the jumper falls for him. He's got 9.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
Caruso outside. Williams finds Hartenstein. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Desmond Bane, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
15 foul. At the line for 1.
One shot.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
And here's Morant outside. The shot won't fall. Oklahoma City leading by 22. Down low. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Caruso. Williams has got 15.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Aldama, the pass to Morant. Morant drawing the double team. Aldama outside. The three from Bain. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the three fly. Gets the three to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Back to Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. Second, Memphis.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
They need this. And then Morant with the jam.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for OKC. To the inside. Pass to Aldama. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, clearly Aldama is accustomed to getting a little physical in the paint.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Santi Aldama, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, not the place Aldama makes the biggest impact. He specializes elsewhere on the court.
Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. Huff's checked in for Memphis. Kennard comes in for Desmond Bain. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 33 points for him. Here's Wallace. Lays it up and banks it in.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. And Morant gets double teamed and stolen by Caruso. He takes it in. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Knocks down the long J. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Here's Huff. Williams defending. Huff, the pass to Morant. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 14 points.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
From the elbow, Williams misses.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game. Pippen, he's checked in for Memphis.
Line for the Grizzlies. Jay Huff, one shot.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Williams with the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 36 points. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Pass to Jackson. Over Williams. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jackson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Jackson for three. Caruso grabs the board. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Williams. Takes a three. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Well, that's his fourth triple for the game now. Just his first in the second half.
Williams against Jackson. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. That one no good. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Thunder running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis, we've got Santi Aldama, and it's Huff in at the center position. Wiggins passes to Sajang. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations, and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. So he gets them both. Here's Pippen. Pass to Huff. Inside. And the layup is good. Pippen's got his first points of the night.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Wallace, the pass to Sejang. From deep. Connects from downtown.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And Memphis shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. The three from Bane. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got 22 points.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. Oklahoma City shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Caruso finds Williams. There's a screen by Wiggins to the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Bane surveying the D. Here's Huff. Williams defending, and Williams over to help. Here's Aldama. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Wiggins outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. There's the drive. Pass to Wells. Here's Aldama. Knocks it down from distance.
Wow, you don't see that kind of quickness from Aldama all that often.
Wallace outside. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Williams with the screen. Here's Wallace. And the three-pointer goes. Wallace has got 6 here in the quarter.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Pippen, the pass to Bane. Pass to Wells. Back to Bane. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Bane's got 24.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Caruso, left side. Wallace outside. Cleared away by Wells.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
The three. Pippen, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Wallace for 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Huff. Williams defending. Huff, the pass to Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's Caruso. Pass to Wiggins. All right, Stan, what's one rule you'd change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Wallace. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Wallace.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. He's perfect from the line this time. For Memphis, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Kennard outside. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Here's Caruso. And there it is for him. Caruso's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Caruso can make those difficult shots, especially when he gets good positioning.
Morant with it. Now Wiggins defending. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
For Memphis, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Outside Morant. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep.
Wow, when Morant is hitting the 3, he becomes basically unguardable.
Wiggins outside. Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Wiggins with a screen on Morant. Now here's Wallace, pounded by Morant. 5 to shoot. Caruso against Jackson. Caruso with the bucket. And so it's Memphis with it. Jackson outside. Well, Stan, the minimum games threshold for postseason awards, it seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Oh, it's stolen away. And it's Caruso on the take. Soft touch off the glass. Caruso's got 8 points in the quarter.
Look at how Caruso holds nothing back when he cuts his way to a bucket.
Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. Picked it out of midair. Now here's Wallace. Not a lot of room. Caruso outside. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Morant, and there's the drive, off with the layup. Oklahoma City has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Joe misses. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Jackson outside. And here's Morant outside. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
Wiggins with a screen on Morant. Down low. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Memphis has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
A nice bit of muscle there from Jackson Jr. to get the inside score through contact.
Now Wallace. Wiggins with a screen on Morant. And Wallace, here we go. Outside Joe. Pass to Caruso. There's a screen. The Thunder with another miss. And the Grizzlies shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Here's Morant. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Wallace outside. One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days, Stan, is roster turnover. How do you deal with the player movement?
Well, look, Brian, it's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting around 53% in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Thunder.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency and determination. No surprise to see them hit 61 total wins.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jones comes in for Wiggins. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Morant looking around. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he comes up with a bucket.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Wallace outside. From 9 feet out, the rebound by Edey. And here's Memphis now. To the paint. Tipped away. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder, number 21, Aaron Wiggins.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Bane. And a missed layup. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now Wallace. so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Shay, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Man, that was a one-sided ass game. I thought it'd be a lot better than this. But I'm like, I guess, maybe tonight the actual game should be a lot closer and better, because I know, the Grizzlies might get one of the better positioning in the playoffs, but hey, who knows? Like I said, could be a playoff preview, implications, all that. So, yeah. But anyways, peace y'all for tuning in, supporting me, watching my videos. And if you don't follow me, I appreciate if you would. YouTube or Twitch, Millie_Money. All the support counts. And again, like I said, I appreciate y'all. And until next time, y'all, deuces, Millie Money.